Number 8. Aprilia Tuono 457. Entry-level bikes are usually boring. The Tuono 457 isn't. It's the most stripped-down Tuono we've ever seen. Built from scratch to be light and nimble for young riders who want that racing DNA without the leader bike commitment. 457cc parallel twin, making 47.6 horsepower. Not massive, but the dry weight is just 159 kilograms. That power-to-weight ratio is unmatched at this level. Aluminum twin-spar frame borrowed straight from Aprilia's race bikes, triple LED headlights that give it the Tuono face, and a small spoiler nodding to the Tuono 1000R. The fuel tank is shaped for that upright naked position. 3.3 gallons for actual trips. $6,599. That's more than the Kawasaki Z500, the KTM 390 Duke, even the Yamaha MT-03. You're paying a premium for Italian engineering in that aluminum chassis. Aprilia even partnered with Alpenstars for the Twisties collection, so you can match your gear to the bike. It's aimed at the next generation of riders who want performance without the insurance nightmare of a superbike. Will it dominate? No, but it'll make you smile every single ride. Number 7. Suzuki GSX-8T. Suzuki finally remembered they have a history. The GSX-8T is a proper nod to the T500 Titan from the 60s and 70s. Tuck-and-roll seat, mono round LED headlight, handlebar end mirrors that actually work. First time Suzuki's used those mirrors on a production bike, and they look right. 776cc parallel twin with a 270-degree crank gives it that V-twin character without the weight. 82 horsepower, 57.5 foot-pounds of torque. Smooth, torquey, predictable. 6-speed with bidirectional quick shift, NISSIN ABS, Dunlop Road Sport tires. Curb weight is 201 kilograms, seat height 8 for 15 millimeters. Easy for most riders. Suzuki's intelligent ride system gives you 3 power modes and 4 traction control settings. 5-inch TFT screen, USB Type-C charging, 4.3 US gallons in the tank. They debuted a lithium-ion battery on this for reliability and weight savings. The short muffler keeps handling sharp. $10,649. That's $1,400 more than the naked GSX-8s for retro styling. The Yamaha XSR 900 gives you more power and a third cylinder for less money. But if you want that classic look with modern electronics and Suzuki reliability, this delivers. Number 6. Suzuki GSX-8TT. Take the GSX-8T, add a headlight cowl and undercowl inspired by the GS1000 SAMA superbike, throw in brushed stainless muffler covers, and you've got the TT. It's the dressed-up sibling with more wind protection and that cafe racer vibe. Same 7776cc twin, same 82 horsepower, weighs 203 kilograms, just 2 more than the T. Seat height drops to 810 millimeters. What you're paying for is the styling. That headlight cowl changes everything. Makes it look like something from Wes Cooley's era. The stitched seat is a nice touch, and the tapered tank gives better knee clearance when you're leaned over. Pearl matte shadow green with gold wheels, or glass sparkle black with red wheels. 3D 8TT logos on both. Same IRS electronics as the T model. $11,149. $1,500 more than the Sportbike GSX-8R. If you're drawn to retro cafe aesthetics and don't mind the premium, it's gorgeous in person. But for pure performance per dollar, there are sharper options. Number 5. Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R. 7 World SBK Championships. The 2026 ZX-10R is sharper, faster, more advanced than ever. This isn't for beginners. This is for riders who live at the limits. 998cc inline-4 with finger follower valve actuation. Around 203 horsepower at 13,200 RPM, 84.7 foot-pounds at 11,400. Top speed, 186 miles per hour. 6-speed with dual-direction quick shift. Titanium exhaust keeping the weight low. Aerodynamic winglets now deliver 25% more downforce at speed. The redesigned cowl repositioned the ram air intake for better flow and aggressive styling. Show a balance-free suspension. Brembo M50 monoblock calipers, 5-inch TFT with smartphone connectivity via Radiologia. Electronic cruise control, all LED lighting. IMU enhanced electronics with SKTRC traction control, 5 modes, KIBS ABS, KLCM launch control, KEBC engine brake. The hybrid predictive feedback traction control uses the IMU to predict loss before it happens. Voice commands and navigation through the app. $16,999 for non-ABS, $17,999 with ABS. Track-focused ZX10RR with Pirellis and race components, $29,999. Overkill for the street? Absolutely. Will you care when your carbon canyons at illegal speeds? Not even slightly. Number 4. Harley-Davidson Lowrider S. The Lowrider S is Harley's answer to riders who want a cruiser that can actually corner. Stripped down, blacked out, built to cut harder than anything else Milwaukee makes. Milwaukee 8117 high output, 1923 cc B-twin, making 114 horsepower at 5,000 RPM, 128 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000. Most power and torque Harley's put in the Lowrider. Heavy breather intake, 2-in-1 performance exhaust, all factory. Selectable ride modes, road, rain, sport. Cornering ABS, cornering traction control, cornering drag torque slip control. These let you push into corners you wouldn't dare on a regular cruiser. Performance-tuned suspension, 43mm inverted fork, dual emulsion shocks, lean angle 31.3 degrees on a 670-pound bike, seat height 27 inches, Michelin Scorcher 31 tires, TPMS monitoring, all LED lighting, steep solo seat, blacked out everything, $19,999. Fuel economy is 47 miles per gallon, not the fastest here, not the most practical. But if you want a cruiser that handles like it's angry and makes a sound that wakes the whole street, this is it. If you're loving these machines, hit like and tell me which one you'd actually buy. Let's keep rolling. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Street Glide Limited. Long-haul luxury just got lighter and smarter. The Street Glide Limited replaces the Ultra Limited for 2026 with better tech and enough features to make every mile count. Milwaukee 8 VVT 117 with variable valve timing. 106 horsepower at 4,600 RPM. 131 foot-pounds at 3,250. 3 preset ride modes plus custom. Full rider safety suite with linked brakes, ABS, traction control, all cornering aware. Vehicle hold control for hill starts. New Grand Tour Pack adds 2.4 cubic feet of storage with flush LED lighting and 12-volt charging. Total luggage hits 4.8 cubic feet. Heated rider and passenger seats with on-seat controls, adjustable heated backrest. Rockford Fosgate audio through 4 speakers at 50 watts per channel. 12.3-inch Skyline TFT with navigation, voice control, wireless CarPlay. Storage drawer with USB Type-C for your phone. Harley cut 24 pounds compared to the Ultra. Curb weight 893 pounds with a full 6-gallon tank. Seat height 27.5 inches. Fuel economy 45 miles per gallon. Lean angle 31 degrees. Showa dual bending valve fork with 4.5 inches of travel. Adjustable emulsion shocks with 3. Tuned aerodynamics and taller windshield for better protection. $32,999. Chrome or black trim. 7 colors including 2-tone schemes for an extra $2,000. You're buying the ultimate mile eater. Not just a motorcycle. A rolling hotel with a killer stereo. Number 2. Ducati Hypermotored V2. 20 years after the best-in-show prototype at EICMA 2005, the 4th-generation Hypermotor just dropped. We all loved the 950, but it was getting heavy. This new V2? It's a diet that actually worked. 890cc V2 from the Panigale V2 and Street Fighter V2. 120.4 horsepower at 10,750 RPM, 69 foot-pounds at 8,250. Variable intake timing broadens the torque curve. 70% of peak torque at just 3,000 RPM. That's wheelie territory at idle. Shorter gears than the old 950 mean quicker acceleration and easier power wheelies. Valve checks every 45,000 kilometers. New aluminum monocoque chassis with the engine as a stressed member. Steel rear subframe nods to the original. Aluminum double-sided swing arm inspired by the Panigale V4. 28.6 pounds lighter than the 950. Wet weight 397 pounds for the base, 390 for the SP. Adjustable seat height starts at 880 millimeters. Wheelbase 59.6 inches. Fuel 3.3 gallons. Full electronics backed by a 6-axis IMU. Ducati traction control, wheelie control, engine brake control, cornering ABS, 4 riding modes, 5-inch TFT with 3 info modes. Track mode strips it to essentials with real-time rider assistance. Brembo M432 calipers on the base, M50 monoblocks on the SP. Both run Pirelli Diablo Rosso IV. The SP gets Öhlins NIX30 forks and STX46 rear shock, forged wheels, carbon fiber bits, lithium-ion battery, Ducati power launch and pit limiter for track days, $16,995 for the V2, $20,995 for the SP. The SP comes in anniversary livery with the number 20. Worth the extra $4,000? If you're tracking it or want the best, yes. For street riding, the base is already overkill. Pure adrenaline. Aggressive, playful, intoxicating. Ducati didn't just update the hyper-motored. They redefined what a motored can be. Number 1. Ducati Multistrada V4 RS. The ultimate sport touring weapon. Supersport DNA meets touring soul in a bike that shouldn't exist but does. Most sophisticated, most powerful Multistrada ever built. Sold as a numbered edition with exclusive RS livery and Italian flag. Dismosa DC Stradale 1103cc V4 from the Panigale V4, stuffed into a touring chassis. 180 horsepower at 12,250 RPM. 87 foot-pounds at 9,500. Revs to 13,500, with desmodromic timing and billet aluminum dry clutch. A Krapovite titanium silencer developed for this bike. Rear cylinder bank deactivates when stationary and cruising to reduce heat and fuel use. Valve checks every 30,000 kilometers. 17-inch front wheel, aluminum monocoque frame. Single-sided aluminum swing arm, Marchesini forged wheels. Pirelli Diablo Rosso 4 Corsa tires. Öhlins Smart EC 2.0 semi-active suspension with 4 modes. Self-adjusts based on your riding style, independent of ride mode. Brembo Stylema monoblock calipers, braking from the Panigale V4. Ducati Vehicle Observer algorithm simulates 70 sensors from MotoGP bikes, feeds the electronics precision data in real time, refining traction control, wheelie management, ABS to levels you won't find anywhere else. 4 power modes, 5 riding modes. The RS is the only Multistrada with full power mode, maximum output in every gear. Engine brake control adjustable to 3 levels. 6.5-inch TFT with superbike-inspired graphics. Dedicated panel showing traction, wheelie, ABS settings. Ducati. Connect with smartphone mirroring. Ventilated phone compartment for cooling while charging and navigating. Radar front and rear for adaptive cruise and blind spot detection. Carbon fiber front fender, hand guards, heat shields, front beak. Titanium subframe saves 5.5 pounds over steel. Lithium-ion battery. Techno-polymer tail fairing designed for the RS. First top case mount on an RS model so you can actually tour. Wet weight 496 pounds. Adjustable seat height 33.1 to 33.9 inches. Wheelbase 62.6 inches. Fuel 5.8 gallons. 4.4 pounds lighter than the Pikes Peak. $39,995. Nearly $40,000 for a motorcycle. But this isn't just a bike. It's the pinnacle of what Ducati can build. Super sport performance, touring comfort, science fiction technology. Each bike is numbered with a black anodized aluminum plate on the triple clamp. Limited production. Once they're gone, they're gone. Practical? No. Necessary? Not at all. Coolest thing on 2 wheels right now? Without question. Hope you enjoyed that ride through the best new street motorcycles of 2026. Here's another one you'll like. Cheers for watching.